Hello, Jan here from Into the Woods. It's a beautiful April evening and I'm quite excited because I've just had some grass clippings delivered. You're going to think I lead a sad life, and you could be right. I could get so excited about this, but I've been waiting and waiting for grass clippings because they are an important part of my no-dig method of gardening, and I haven't had any yet to speak of this year, and I'm really desperate for them. I use them as a mulch. I'll show you later. This was cut yesterday and it's already starting to heat up. It's really important that I spread these out. I've just raked them all flat on a spare piece of ground. They're going to dry out over the next couple of days, and then I'll be able to use them on my plants. They are spray-free clippings. I believe in organics as a principle, but I certainly don't want spray going onto my vegetable garden, which is where these guys are destined. I'm so happy. So now it's a few days later. The clippings have dried out sufficiently. We had a lot of rain and I thought these clippings were doomed to go slimy, but no, we got some sunshine afterwards, and even though they could do with being a bit drier, I need to get in the garden today, so I'm just going to go for it. I've just come and checked, and you see here where I've turned it over, even though it's not completely turned to hay, the clippings are dry, and that's good enough for me. So here we go. These little cabbages have now grown big enough to mulch. I put them in initially without mulch just until I can see that they're settled and to keep the slugs at bay. But now they're established, they're doing well, they're strong little plants, and they can afford to be snuggled down a couple of inches in the mulch. So I just hold them to one side and tuck them in. And just make sure that they're peeping their little heads out. And that will now keep the moisture in, keep the soil moist so that the soil organisms can do their business of releasing the nutrients, and stop the weeds growing. Such a great system. I love it. Here are the cabbages that I showed you in Easy Peasy Cabbages. They're under EnviroMesh now to keep the cabbage root fly off and the butterflies that will lay eggs, which will become caterpillars. And with the EnviroMesh over it and a heavy mulch over the soil, I do not need to touch these cabbages ever again until I come to crop them. They just sort themselves out. It's fantastic.